What up, family? How you doing? How you doing today? Today is Thirsty Thursday. Gotta love Thirsty Thursday, especially with Grams. So we came over to, like I have a mouse in my pocket, I came over to visit and to let y'all see how she's doing. And then I walked Scoot because he needed to go around. So we've decided just to do a little like kind of like who Grams is, like who is she. So it's gonna be kind of like a questions and answers, like I'm gonna ask questions. You gonna say hi, everybody?
Hi, everybody. How are you doing on Thirsty Thursday?
You thirsty?
It is not Thirsty Thursday, it's Hump Day.
No, today is Thursday.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I even lose what day it is. I have Dory memory, short-term memory loss.
Yeah, I think I have that too.
Yeah, they call me Dory.
So, Ms. Grams.
Yes.
What year you were born?
I was born 1950.
1950.
Yep.
What was life like in the 50s?
What was it like in the 50s? Well, I really don't remember then, but it was when I got older, when my dad worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad, and all of us were born in Adams County, and he got a job in Portland, Indiana, and then we all moved down there, and then that's where I was raised. I went to school down there and went to, graduated from Portland, Portland High School. It's now Jay County. And the 60s, like I said, I don't remember much about the 50s, maybe 59, 58, I was 8. And we were in Portland, and I got an older sister, and she was kind of more like...
They've met Aunt Betsy.
Oh, yeah, Aunt Betsy. She was with me.
Yeah.
She was more one to stay in the house. And I've got a younger brother, and I was more the tomboy, climbing trees. We used to go, and everybody'd say the fog trucks were coming, and then they sprayed for mosquitoes with that DEET, which is against the law now to have in it. Some stuff does have it. But we'd be right in that fog, right behind it, if that truck, on our bicycles, and if that truck would have stopped, we'd all
been smacked in
the back and fell to the ground. But that was a time when gas was...
Yeah, how much was it? Do you remember prices?
I remember 23 cents, and then they would have gas wars, and it'd go down to 19 cents. And, of course, the cars and everything, and it was so... Life was easy. I can remember my mother buying 10 loaves of bread for $1. They were 10 cents, and I'm sure others that, you know, were born in that time could say that. But
yeah, who all out there know what she's talking about?
But we had a walk-in theater. It was called the Heinz Theater, and on Saturday we had Saturday matinee, and it was set right across from the courthouse downtown. And
how old are you at this era?
At this era, I'm 9.
So 11, you remember like that, even at the theater,
yeah,
being that young. That's cool.
And everybody would go, and the kids would just be all on the courthouse lawn waiting to get in. And our matinees were Three Stooges, and the Lone Ranger, and Tonto, and we had Sky King, and he was kind of like a cowboy, and he had a plane that he flew around. But that was our matinees, and now they say, those, I mean, they don't show them, but there's too much violence, because, they would...
You mean like the Three Stooges?
Stooges,
and stuff like
yeah.
That. I remember watching that one.
Pranks that they did. And then as I got older, of course, had to have the cars, you know.
What was your very first car?
I had a 1962 Chevy 2-door Impala Super Sport. It had the small engine in it, bucket seats, red interior.
What color was the outside of it?
Black. And
feisty.
yeah, and it was nice.
I bet so.
Yeah, I had it before I had a job. And my dad co-signed the loan for me, and then my first job was a dishwasher. That's what was my first job. But I've always said I wished if any of the children, even my children, my grandchildren, could go back to that time and live it, I don't think you'd want to come back to this time. It was just so slow, so
It was like James
easy.
Dean era, right?
Yeah, James Dean and Elvis Presley and the Beatles and the Temptation. The music was coming out in Detroit, and Chess Records down in
Like Motown.
Motown and all that. We had American Bandstand on TV.
I remember watching American Bandstand when I
Yeah.
was little.
And Aunt Betsy and I used to dance with each other, and then if she wasn't there, I danced with the doorknob. Fast dance, yeah, that was my partner, the doorknob.
Get that
Yeah.
doorknob swinging around like, hey!
Yeah. And then we lived in town, and there was a flood, and it flooded clear down to
You
our
guys lived in
house.
town?
Till I was 11.
I didn't know that.
Just down the street from where Tracy lives. And I can remember walking in the water. We got to walk in that river water. Leeches and everything else would have been in it, but we just thought we was big
Life
stuff.
was different though than
Life was different.
back then.
We moved then out to the country. Well, it was 4 miles. When I was 11,
At the house that,
Grandma,
okay.
yeah, where she lived up until she passed away. And it was just nice. I can remember one time I got mad, and I don't know why I got mad, but by golly, I packed all my doll clothes up, and I decided I was going to run away from home. Well, I got down to the end of the road and decided, nah, I didn't want to do that, so I turned around and went back home.
And how old were you then?
Probably 8. I'd say I was 8 years old then. And when we lived in town, when we first moved down, I had a kitty cat, and my dad called my mother. He had it was a office with the train tracks because he was an agent. And he called my mother up and asked her if she knew where I was. And she said, yes, she's out here playing in the yard. And he said, well, you better look again because she's standing up here with me. I had asked some lady if she would help me find my kitty. And I walked with her all the way uptown, which would have been...
You walk with a stranger.
Yeah, and you wouldn't do that today. I would say, I don't know how long a block is, but 15, 16.
From grandma's house
No,
up to...
we lived out south on Meridian. And I was...
Where the house that she passed...
No.
Oh.
No, this was when we first moved
Oh, you
down
went...
there.
Okay, so you went... Okay.
I kind of skipped that.
Yeah, okay.
But anyhow, you sure wouldn't do it today. Walk with a stranger, especially being
Crazy world we live
just
in.
the age I was, and she knew where I was going, and I must have told her, and
So you ended up in front of Grandpa.
yeah, all he could see was the top of my head from his entry door. He said, well, now you better go look again because she's not there.
Did you ever find your cat?
No. I never did find my cat. I don't even know really whether I lost it or not. I might just wanted to take a walk. And then, this is back in town. I used to go trash can picking, like paint, and some people throw out their pots and pans, and it was just a fun time. Just a fun time.
Definitely different.
And
than-
yeah, definitely different. We would play until the street lights came on, and then we had to be in.
We kind of still did that though when I was, I mean, that was kind of the time that I knew to
Right.
be home. Street lights coming on, better be at
Right.
home.
And sometimes in the summer we got to stay out a little bit longer and play a hide and go seek and
I
all
love it.
that. And
I love it. I would have totally wanted to grow up in that era as long as I could have still been with.
yeah. In fact, sometimes I get this feeling inside of me of how it was back then. And I would go back in a New York minute. I would definitely go back if I could.
I think I would too, actually.
It was,
I mean, I wouldn't go back, but I would definitely go to that era.
we had the drive-ins and Northport, and I can remember the first McDonald's hamburger I had was we had to go to Muncie. And they were 15 cents a piece. Yeah. And French fries were 10 cents, I think. And
You could get a meal for like 30 cents.
yeah, for 30 cents we could have a meal.
That's crazy.
So that's,
So, like, you've seen a lot of things over the air. I mean, you know, obviously, like, things changing. And do you have any advice for, you know, the young kids coming into this world, and you've seen so many different changes?
it's the sign of the times. It is the sign of the times.
Agreed.
And I just hope everybody, and I hope my grandchildren, and
It's okay.
I just feel just with everything's going on that God's getting his people all lined up.
I agree.
And I think people should, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not a Bible thumper or anything like that, but I truly believe that I'd rather be in heaven with him than left on this old world.
I agree with that too.
So,
So thanks for sharing a little bit of your story. Do you want to let everybody know just how you've been feeling? Because they've been asking.
well, I've been probably feeling better than I should. Doing more than I should. I'm on minimal walking for 4 more weeks, but I find myself and then only nothing below 90 degree bending.
Is she all the way down there?
But my gosh, if you
You don't
count
even like think about it, do you?
no,
You'd be like, ah!
and everything goes to the floor. It's just, you know, and I just do it, and then I remember and I say, "Oh Lord, please don't let it go out now." And today I had my great grandsons, and I did take the one around in the stroller, and we went slow walking scooter, and he just loved it. He just loved it. And I'm not supposed to do that because that's a quarter of a mile around the apartments and everything, but Scooter had to go, and so we took him and got back
Made it back
okay.
safely.
Made it back safely, yes.
Thank you again for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
I love my mama bear.
I love my baby bear. And then we got a sister bear.
Yeah. And then
Tracy.
we got like, they've met Tracy too.
Yeah, I know.
They love Tracy.
Tracy's back to work.
Yep.
She's back working, so hopefully she'll get to come up and be with us for a Thursday. And then she's got a friend, well, my friend too, Beverly's to come up, and she's a treat. She's a really, really
I'll
sweetheart.
let you guys meet her too.
Yeah.
So fam, I just wanted to make a quick, let you guys hear a little bit more about Grams and her life and her story, and we'll definitely get over and hear even more, because I'm sure she has a lot of wisdom that, you know, all of us could take in and live by. So don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on, like, comment, and share with all of your family and friends.
All of them.
All of them. You hear her? She said it. Y'all need to respect elders, and she said all of them. So, and Spear Fingers.